complex in beautiful St. Vincent, the site for the Concacaf Nations League 2024 League B Group A match between Montserrat and Bonaire. It is a beautiful sunny day in the tropics in the Caribbean, and the pitch conditions, it is windy from the northeast trade winds coming across the island, 88 degrees Fahrenheit. And look at that breeze. It is absolutely spectacular for the players. Yes, it's warm, but the breeze will comfort them throughout the 90 minutes. Well, in League B, Group A, it has been a heated contest, but El Salvador have been perfect. 3 wins out of 3 with 9 points. But the other 3 teams, St. Vincent, Montserrat and Bonaire, all tussling for 2nd, 3rd and 4th. For Bonaire, they need points, and they need it quickly, as the chance of relegation is fast approaching, and they have to take aim against Montserrat today in order to put themselves in a secure place moving forward. As for Montserrat, if they win their next 4 matches, they can put themselves in a chance to come out winners in Group B, Group A rather, and get promotion to League A for next season. Well, the teams are in the dressing room. The officials are getting ready. When they come out, we'll have the national anthems. We'll have the starting lineups. We will meet our officials and have first half kickoff. So the anthems are completed. Bonaire and Montserrat set to do battle again for the second time in just 3 days. On Thursday evening in Montserrat, the Emerald Boys defeated Bonaire by a 1-0, a penalty by Lyle Taylor to separate these two teams. Despite the home team's dominance, just the 1 goal to show their reward. And we're going to have the starting lineups of Montserrat. They are unchanged from that match on Thursday evening. Trent Carter still in goal. Daniels, Townsend, Barzy, Comley, Taylor, Richmond, Mead, Botswain, Dyer, and Craig Braham, the 36-year-old with 28 caps, the number 22, will be at centre-back this evening. Liam Boyer, the ex-England international and Newcastle professional player, is the head coach for Montserrat. And our 4 officials: Kamal Harding, Stephanie Dilly, Jacet Kerr-Wilson, and O'Shane Nation from Jamaica will be the 4-team crew that will manage this game. 2 captains: Lyle Taylor from Montserrat, the goal scorer, and Marshall Anpure, the number 3 defender for Bonaire, set to do the coin toss. Breezy conditions in Arnos Field Sporting Complex. It is also a cricket ground in which the West Indies will play some of their matches, test matches, ODIs, T20 games. So both cricket and football, soccer thrive on this ground. As for Bonaire, they have made 3 changes. Serginho, Winkler, and Oleana come into the starting lineup, with Letba, Pure, Martin, Muller, Martin, Shonishain, and Cecilia, and Van der Sand, the Dundee United player number 10, with coach Relov Janga marshalling the troops. Welcome to the broadcast, everyone. Ryan Davis here with you. Concacaf Nations League, League B, Group A match. These 2 teams have played each other twice. One of those matches was on Thursday, in which Montserrat won. The other match was a draw, so Montserrat undefeated against Bonaire in their very early history. Montserrat is a FIFA-recognized nation. Bonaire, on the other hand, is a Netherlands municipality, so they are not recognized under the FIFA umbrella. Very much a Concacaf member, though. These 2 teams struggling for form coming into this match. Before the win versus Bonaire, Montserrat suffered a 2-0 loss to St. Vincent and the Grenadines. As for Bonaire, they lost to Montserrat, and so too El Salvador by 2-1. So the Emerald Boys have won the toss and they have the kickoff. And they'll be going from right to left. Bonaire in the white strips from left to right. And it's the first touch for Let Boyer. That's Lee Boyer at the bottom of your screen, trying to trap that one. I'm sure if you give him the chance, he'll put his cleats on and enter the pitch. Jermaine Mead, the left back, splits 2 defenders and wins a free kick. And just like that, Montserrat have a set piece in the last third of the field. Here's Mead riding tackles, but upended by Barry Sonnenschein. Free kick for Alex Dyer. Crossing to the last post, and the awkward bounce beats the sturdy Hendrik Litboyer. Well, on Thursday evening, Bonaire survived a first half flurry from Montserrat, and here comes Montserrat again. The shot by Taylor. Alex Dyer slips it through, gets it back. And Bonaire are struggling to get out their own half in the opening 2 minutes. And finally cleared away just to catch their collective breaths. And it's going to be Junaid Mead again with the throw-in. Taylor laying it back for Bazi. A back pass has put the Emerald boys in an awkward position as Bonaire were trying to break. And the counter-attack was stopped abruptly by Craig Braham, the big centre-back. Bonaire take it quickly. Played short, top of the box. And the first effort on goal is spliced wide, and it's going to be a goal kick for Trent Carter-Rogers, who kept a clean sheet against Bonaire on Thursday evening. That was the first clean sheet in a while for this Montserrat team. In their last 5 matches, they've conceded 13 goals and scored 4. Here's the Van der Sande. He's dispossessed by Bazi. And a free kick from Montserrat. You can see Van der Sande, number 10, in your screen. Here's Braham. Turning. Again, Montserrat win the throw-in. There is Lee Boyer. Had a storied career in Leeds United and Newcastle in the English Premier League. Had just 1 cap for England, but he was a feisty midfielder, and he's expecting the same from his Montserrat 11. There is Janga, the head coach for Bonaire. Here's the players' pavilion in the background. Such a beautiful sight in Arnos, St. Vincent. Corner kick for Montserrat. First of the day. Cleared away. Bazi. The busy Bazi. Always taking players on. On Thursday evening, he had the most dribbles, and he was also the most fouled player against Bonaire. And he's had 2 fouls on him already in the opening 5 minutes of this match. Taken quickly by Mead. Jason Mead, 31 years young. Little 1-2. Mead with time. The cross cleared away. Well, Bonaire coming into this match needing some goals. They need a result to try and starve off that relegation battle that is brewing. Bazi to the byline, squares across, and it was the captain Pourier conceding the corner. Bonaire haven't won a match in their last 5, and they haven't kept a clean sheet in their last 5. Montserrat would like to add to their woes. Taking a quick peek at the corner flag, you can see the breeze coming across the ground. So Alex Dyer is going to have to go against the wind. Dyer's corner, and the wind does its job right into the kitchen of Bonaire's 6-yard box. Throw in for Bonaire. Timothy Muller on the far side. Slipping it through. Intercepted. Bonaire just trying to get some possession. They've gotten out of their half literally just on one sequence so far in the first 7 minutes, and the Emerald boys are stifling them as we speak. Mead. Townsend West. Early cross. Flicked on. Bazi's there, and so too Letboya. Played short. Ball over the top. And it's Cecilia across the face of the goal, and the shot comes in. And it's on the other side of that first post. And just like that, Bonaire being direct. Ball over the top to Ayrton Cecilia. Their talisman, the number 9, and he slipped it across. And it was Serginho on the far side who couldn't convert. So first shot attempt of the day goes to Bonaire, despite being on the ropes for the opening 8 minutes. Here's Van der Sar, who was player of the match in a losing effort against El Salvador in September. Played short. Turning is Brandon Comley. And Bonaire get back possession. Can they get some rhythm after that shot attempt? Slip through. Again, Serginho losing his footing. Daniels. Taylor trying to flick it on. Amir Winkler goes back to his keeper. Well, the two first place and second place teams in this group play tonight. St. Vincent hosts El Salvador. But first and foremost, all eyes on this match, with Montserrat wanting to stay in the discussion if they can gather 3 points today against Bonaire. And of course, Bonaire trying to stay out of the cellar. So both teams needing 3 points this evening. Van der Sar feeling the pressure from Alex Dyer. Slipping it through. And the Emerald boys regain possession. Akai Townwest, who was called up for the first time in this October window, made his debut against Bonaire on Thursday. The big centre-back. He's only 21 years old. Van der Sar, outside of the foot. And the referee with a late whistle, and it goes into Bonaire's favour. And now a free kick in a very dangerous position. Tussling between Serginho and Daniels, resulting in a free kick for Bonaire. Well, Ayrton Cecilia from Real Rincon, who has 6 goals in his international career, leads this Bonaire team, is standing over the ball, hands on hips, looking very interested. He will have to get the ball up and over the wall. The left-footed Martin is there as well, the number 7. The angle favors the left footer. Cecilia couldn't get the dip. So despite Montserrat having more of the possession, 2 shots already from Bonaire. Van der Sand's header, he goes flying to the ground. Referee says play on. Cecilia. Excellent turn by Martin. Takes on Bazi, gets past Mead, still Martin. Cross. And it's going to be a throw-in for Bonaire. Janga has to be impressed over the last 2 or 3 minutes, having their backs against the wall for most of the match on Thursday, and then the first 5 to 8 minutes of this match. Bonaire have come forward and asked the better questions so far. Amir Winkler. Van der Sand. His cross. To the byline is Cecilia. Doesn't keep it in. And a goal kick for Montserrat. Excellent goal kick, clearing lines, and here comes Montserrat. Cleared away by Pourier. It was Ashley Botswain who came marauding forward as the ball landed. Player down. Pounding the ground in pain. And that is not a good sight for Janga and Bonaire. It's really Martin, the defender, engaging, and you saw Botswain stamping on the defender's heel. "15 minutes in, Montserrat 0, Bonaire 0. Second time in 3 days these 2 teams are playing each other. Montserrat with that 1-0 win on Thursday. Their only win so far in the Concacaf Nations League 2024 season. Throw in for the Emerald boys. To the near post, headed out by Van der Sand, and the shot. Turned by Cecilia. Mead. Montserrat regained possession. It's the young Townsend West. Plays for Roystown in England. Flicked on by was Boatswain. Now Bonaire trying to clear their lines. Brandon Barzy against St. Vincent and the Grenadines had 2 penalties saved, one after the other. But the centre forward was busy the entire match, creating chances for himself and other players. Here he is from Hempstead Town in England. Cross to the penalty spot. And taking this one out of play was very Shonishine. Boatswain turning. Wins a free kick. There's that physicality between Cecilia and Boatswain. And the number 9 is asking the referee. And referee Hodge obliges, calling Boatswain over to have a quick discussion. Mead tries to get past Van der Sand, and Winkler gives up possession. Winkler. And there was the young Townsend West. There is Janga, former player, showing off his skills. Just like Lee Boy, I'm sure, would love to put on the cleats and get back out on the field. Turning, Martin, switching the play. Sun is shining, the little 1-2, and the cross comes from the left-hand side. Beats everyone, and it's going to be a goal kick for Montserrat. So Bonaire showing their cards with a high press, and Rogers goes long. Missed kick by Townsend West. Van der Sand brings it down. Sonneschein. Serginho can't trap it, but here comes Van der Sand to clean up. Player goes down, and it's going to be a goal kick for Montserrat. One of those calls by the referee. He could have called the foul on Serginho. And by the looks of it, he did just that. So free kick for Montserrat. Well, Arnos Field is a cricket ground and a soccer ground as well. And in Montserrat, their first love in their island is the sport of cricket. So I'm sure they'll be feeling very comfortable playing on this sort of environment with the cricket pitch in the middle of the center circle. The boy trying to take this federation to a different level. They're already competing in League B in Concacaf Nations League. Montserrat, and because of their small population, that is a win in their books. Here's Bonaire. Shine. Looking for Cecilia, but the experienced Mead cutting off the pass. Van der Sand. Van der Sand played in the Eredivisie with NAC Breda in 2023. Cross from the left-hand side. Appeals for a handball. And referee Hodge has to show a yellow card to Shine, who got right up into the referee's face, demanding a handball. And now Janga has gone to the fourth official to plead his case. O'Shane Nation, the Jamaican, having a long discussion with Janga on the sideline, explaining the sequence of events. In the meantime, there's a defender down from Montserrat. Here's that cross. Actually, it was a stoppage of play and the yellow card to the experienced Barry Sonnenschein. So after 23 minutes, there will be a cooling break for these two teams. A heated start with Montserrat controlling the possession. Then Bonaire coming out of their ranks, getting 2 shots on goal. And now a bit of a squabble between the referee, Bonaire, and Montserrat. There's the animated Janga, former Bonaire international player, a centre-back. And he's been very vocal on the sidelines, especially after the altercation happened on top of his Montserrat's 18-yard box. He came alive on the sidelines and is still having a discussion with the officials. Well, he's heading back to the bench to have a seat. Concacaf Nations League, Group A, League B, Montserrat and Bonaire. Bonaire have their only point with a 1-1 draw against St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Rogers with the set piece, given away. Serginho on that far side. Montserrat trying to break. Winkler, Van der Sand, just breezes past 2, 3, still Van der Sand. Brilliant run. But the end product didn't come to fruition. Mead. Back to Briam, who also plays in England. Looking for the statuesque Botswain on this left-hand side. Botswain is a lot taller than Pourier, the captain, who's marking him. Hence the reason Briam tried to go direct to the forward. Daniels. Plays for Crew Alexander. Slipping it forward. Brandon Comley. Little chip. West. This is West's second consecutive start after making his debut on Thursday against this very same Bonaire team. Daniels gets into trouble, and Bonaire may have some room to break. And it was Taylor who almost sprung free. Slide tackle, heavy tackle, but a fair tackle. Sonnenschein. Van der Sar controlling things in the center circle. Chip over the top. On that left-hand side, top of the box now, Cecilia. Immediately, Cecilia. 1-0 Bonaire. The second bite of the apple proved to be the most fruitful. Ayrton Cecilia gets his 7th goal in his international career. And the Real Rincon man gets the first for Bonaire. After losing to Montserrat on their home ground on Thursday evening, actually in Montserrat. A bit of redemption for Bonaire. On that left-hand side, top of the box is Cecilia. He lost control, and then luckily it came right back into his stride, and then calmly slotted it past Rogers. A ricochet back into his path, and a left-footed finish to give Bonaire a 1-0 lead. The Emerald boys looking up to Bonaire. Bonaire 1, Montserrat 0. Ayrton Cecilia. The last goal Bonaire scored was against St. Vincent and the Grenadines 3 matches ago. That goal was scored by Quincy Hove, who's not in the squad for this match. Well, Bonaire trying to stave off relegation back into League C. Have gotten their dream start. Cecilia, a little 1-2, but pickpocketed. Comley, cross, and it falls kindly, and an excellent save by Letboyer. Point blank save by the Bonaire goalkeeper. Here was the cross by Alex Dyer. And it was Dominic Richmond who was foiled right at the doorstep. Dyer. Bazi. Mead. Cleared away. Here's the clouds starting to come over the mountains. The breeze comes from the northeast part of the island. Looking at the flags on the far end, the clouds will be coming in this direction shortly. Richmond, who had 5 chances created on Thursday and had the best opportunity for Montserrat to equalize just about a minute ago. And it's Winkler, the right back, who's pleading with the referee. On his Dr. Cohen Fricks onto the pitch. "32 minutes gone. Ayrton Cecilia's goal separates these two teams. Bonaire would love nothing better than to swap positions with Montserrat, with the bottom of the table. Coming into this match, Montserrat 3 points, Bonaire just 1. But at this point, 32 minutes in, Bonaire will have 4 points and will leapfrog Montserrat to go into third. Yeah, the two coaches, Lee Boyer and Janga, having a discussion with the 4th official, Oshane Nation from Jamaica. And the sportsmanship reigns supreme as the ball is thrown back to Hendrik Litboyer. Plays for Vitesse in Bonaire. Being a Netherlands municipality, Bonaire has so many Dutch players or players with Dutch influence on the field, like Van der Sand, Winkler, Oleana. There's Winkler into the back of Bazi. And referee Hodge picked up the contact, and it will be a free kick for Montserrat. There's Bazi feeling the contact, and that was an easy call for referee Hodge. So the most capped player in Montserrat history, Alex Dyer, will take this free kick. Swung in to the far post. And a corner kick ensues. Dyer's corner kick, played short to Bazi. Top of the box, Mead, chipping, helped on by Botswain. Bazi can't control. Bonaire trying to break, and they do. Bonaire, counter-attack. And an excellent touch by the right back. It was, looks to be number 22, Craig Braham. Oh, and West is just thrown to the floor by Cecilia. Bonaire in possession. Van der Sand chipping over the top, helped on, and Rogers gathers. Mead with time. And Bonaire at this moment, with 8 minutes to go before the half, are just pulling up the handbrakes a little bit. They were pressing high at the beginning of the match. They were busy and hungry. Then they got that first goal from Cecilia. Van der Sand and company have just sort of slowed things down. Seeing that, Sonnenschein recovers the ball, but then gives it away. Here comes Montserrat. Bazi's on the ground. And another yellow card is going to be shown to Bonaire. Sonnenschein was cautioned early in the match, and now it's going to be Winkler, the right back. And that was the challenge on Bazi that earned Winkler the right to be in the referee's book. Emerald shirts starting to arrive to the 18-yard box. Dyer, chip to the last post, headed back across. Bazi, so quick, so cunning. Dyer had the most passes in the match on Thursday with 57, and is continuing that trend. Bazi missed kicks. Mead dispossesses Martin. Here's Craig Braham. And two players for Montserrat go down. Well, Cecilia is that sort of striker that wears his heart on his sleeve. And the fourth official is calling the referee over, and the assistant, Nathfield Rea, is going to be yellow carded. So between players and staff, 3 yellow cards brandished in Bonaire's direction. Daniels lifting it over the top, flicked on by Botswain. Muller. Van der Sand, whose season in the Eredivisie with NAC Breda, 42 appearances, 13 goals for the midfielder. And he's now switched to Dundee United in Scotland, showing off his pedigree with ball control, but dispossessed by Dyer. Ooh, and a late call by referee Hodge. We're into the last 4 minutes, and this free kick is given away by Winkler. Botswain 1v1 with Pourier, waiting for support. Finds it in Richmond. Richmond has to retreat. Bazi, Richmond rather. And Montserrat clumsy in possession. Has to go all the way back to Dyer. Braham. Outside of the foot, cleared away by Winkler. West can't keep it in, so it's a throw-in for Bonaire. Van der Sande controls, then tries to flick it to Martin. Out comes Rogers. Well, in the early proceedings, Montserrat got off on the front foot, but then off of the left foot of Iten Cecilia, Bonaire got on the score sheet. And now Montserrat are the ones looking up at Bonaire. Sunny shine. And the midfielder has won a throw-in for Bonaire. Headed out by Briam. Sonnenschein. Bazi with some room. Looking for Botswain. The wind held it up, and now Botswain goes to the ground and wins a free kick. Is it going to be another yellow card? It is. The fourth yellow card. Brandished to Bonaire. It's really Martin upending Botswain, and he goes into the referee's book. 4 in this first half for Bonaire. Can Montserrat strike back just before the half? Cross. Bazi can't keep it in. It was always going to be awkward when that ball bounced. Hendrik Letboyer, who had a fantastic save to prevent Richmond from equalizing, will take this goal kick. The 45 minutes are up. And the fourth official is making his way across to show how much injury time will be added. Van der Sande and company win a free kick. Headed out by Daniels. Mead. Flicked on by Taylor. Botswain, and he's bulldozed by Pourier. And if the referee was going to be consistent, that does look like a yellow card type of infringement. Montserrat trying to take it quickly. Dyer takes it short. That is the end of the first 45 minutes. Bonaire, through their ace, Ayrton Cecilia, goes up a 1-0 over Montserrat in reply to their loss on Thursday evening by a 1-0 in Montserrat. And Bonaire flying high after 45 minutes. Cecilia in the 28th separates these two teams. Can Montserrat answer the questions and return in the second half to equalize? When we return, we will have first half highlights. We are back in Arnos Sporting Complex in St. Vincent for the second half, as Bonaire try to defend their 1-0 lead against this Montserrat team, trying to return the favor after Lyle Taylor scored a penalty on Thursday to separate these two teams. Now Bonaire, through their talisman Cecilia, have themselves a 1-0 lead over Montserrat. Foul by Van der Sand, and it's going to be a Montserrat free kick, but Bonaire already on the counter-attack. Twisting, turning into the box, and it's going to be a throw-in for Bonaire. And at this point, since the goal has been scored by Cecilia, Bonaire has had the momentum, and Montserrat, through Rogers and company, have to find a way back into this match. Flicked over the top. Graham chipping. Botswain and Taylor staying close up top. And Lyle Taylor gives the thumbs up. Well, Lyle Taylor, the most decorated player for Montserrat. There he is in the top of your screen. He is the captain of this team. And now Bonaire has won themselves a free kick. And the first yellow card to Montserrat. And it's for the 36-year-old Craig Graham. Graham pulling the shorts of Serginho. Free kick for Bonaire. Swung into the back post. Oh, and almost a collision. And that's how close Bonaire came. Looks like it's an offside call, maybe on the far side. No, it's going to be an infringement. But an excellent delivery by Serginho. And Montserrat had to be at their very best to deny Bonaire again. Richmond. Daniels. Dyer. Daniels, early ball over the top, looking for Botswain, who tries to head it back to Taylor, and a free kick for Bonaire. With the two centre forwards, Botswain and Taylor, the centre backs are obliged to go direct and try to have them work with each other. And Botswain being too physical. Serginho back into the path of Muller. Serginho. Crossing. Overhits, no chance for Cecilia. Well, the first half was a very physical affair. 13 fouls incurred from Bonaire to Montserrat's 5. 4 yellow cards were shown to Bonaire in the first 45 minutes. Again, that ball over the top, looking for Taylor and Botswain. Sonishine gets it back to Serginho. Trying to switch the play to Cecilia. And the man from Curacao stays on his feet. And it's a goal kick for Montserrat. Taylor almost getting on the end of it. Sonishine laying it back. Serginho coming deep. Bazi. Always wants to run at players, Bazi, and you can't fault him for that. He certainly creates space for himself and other players in tight spaces, but sometimes he can put his head down and not take the easy option. Let Boyer. And Sonishine trying to clean up. He does. Getting it back. The man born in from Mozambique. Sonishine. 30 years old. And pulling the strings for Bonaire. Chip to the far side over Mead. Van der Sar gets it back. The Dundee United player, former NAC Breda player. Winkler. Van der Sar turning. A real scruff with Brandon Comley in the middle of the park. Bonaire with the 1-0 cushion are in no hurry. Sonishine. Coming deep is Martin. His shot just over the bar. Well, Trent Carter-Rogers hasn't had much to do in this match. He was just beaten once by Cecilia. But Bonaire really haven't had many shots on target so far in the match. Voila. Sonishine. That was a sort of a half pass, half shot by the veteran. Plays in Vitesse. Richmond. Out wide to Bazi. White shirts corralling him. Mead. Back to Richmond. Bonaire getting players behind the ball to defend their lead. So the first substitution of the day. It is going to be the Emerald boys. The left back Mead will depart. And coming in, number 14, Jamie Allen. Coming in as well is Mylan Benjamin for number 12, Dominic Richmond. Switching the play. Can he get to it? He can. Cecilia, the goal scorer, gets past one. Drives it. And the deflection took the sting off the shot. Bazi switching sides to the right-hand side. That was the substitute, Allen. Daniels and Briam. Gets it to Bazi. West. The man from Ricetown, England. Gets past one. Gets past another. It's Benjamin, the cross, and the header. Excellent defensive header by Bonaire. It was really Martin. And this is Cecilia, who made some room for himself. And the deflection off of the defender meant a comfortable save in the end for Rogers. Then the cross by Benjamin, Martin flicking it on defensively. Briam. Early ball. Looking for Allen. And Montserrat starting to be a little bit more direct, putting pressure on Bonaire's back four. And starting to pick up the ball in dangerous spots now. Bazi with a throw-in deep in Bonaire's half. Retreating to Briam. Briam crossing. Laying it back for Dyer. Benjamin, who's crafty, but not crafty enough. Cecilia, the goal scorer, coming all the way back at a right midfield position. Benjamin. Benjamin's early cross flicked on by Allen, and it's a goal kick for Letboyer and Bonaire. Taking a look at Bonaire's Nations League history. 2019-2020 in Division C for 3 years. Then they get promoted this season, 2024-2025. And you can see what it means to them to try to stay into League B. They have come out here with gusto, energy, and intent. And they have themselves a 1-0 lead. Botswain. Laying it back, Benjamin's cross. If they can hold on to this lead, they will get themselves out of the cellar of Group A. But an offside call means a Bonaire free kick. There's Lee Boyer getting a little bit antsy on the sideline. A little bit of desperation starting to creep in. Pourier. Van der Sar with his elegant touch. Just making room for himself with the utmost ease. But he's upended and dispossessed. Comley. Benjamin Comley. Shirt pulling and tugging. Physicality, and the referee lets it slide. Now Bonaire win the throw-in, and Comley wants to know why the free kick was not called. Timothy Muller from Almere City. Shine is shine. Gives it up to Taylor. Bazi. Allen. Dispossessed. And that's the sort of intensity we are seeing from Pourier and the backline of Bonaire. They've been edgy, they've been antsy, putting their foot into every tackle, and they win a free kick. Sun is shine. Twisting and turning as Pourier gets it to Van der Sar somehow. All over the top into space. Daniels comes across. Poor touch by Daniels. And Rogers cleans up. Bazi on that far left-hand side, but he has no room to play with. Actually, it's Benjamin, the substitute. In his hip pocket is Winkler. Bonaire come away with it, but immediately give up possession. West. Here is Bazi. Early cross. This kick, and it's going to be a goal kick for Bonaire. So Bonaire getting promoted to League B at the end of last season. Only got 1 point from their first 3 matches. So far, after 63 minutes, have great value for their 1-0 lead. Cecilia. Comley. Brandon Comley was absolutely instrumental, the most accurate passer on Thursday evening in Montserrat with a 93% accuracy rate in midfield. Crossed by Benjamin. And a defensive header. Actually, it's going to be a goal kick. Benjamin again, the lefty on the left, providing width for Montserrat. And Allen's header just over the bar. Rogers. Bazi. It's going to be a free kick for Montserrat. Taken quickly. Slide tackle. Referee Hodges lets it slide. Cross from Dyer. Out by Muller. Van der Sar tries to clear, but a missed kick. Briam into the arms of Letboyer. Free kick for Bonaire. Well, after this match, both of these teams have 2 more games against the same opponents. The 2 top teams, El Salvador and St. Vincent, in the November window. Everything will shake out in that period, but as for now, Bonaire, with this 1-0 lead, are trying to creep out of the cellar position, and a sliding tackle from behind on Bazi. Will that mean a 5th yellow card for Bonaire? It's Serginho. And the referee's gone to his pocket. Four players caution now for Bonaire, and then 1 assistant coach. Here's Bazi getting in between the player and the ball. That's his slide tackle from behind. And in modern day football, whether you get the ball or not, that tackle from behind usually means a yellow card. So Serginho in the referee's book. And we will have a cooling break. So Bonaire continue to nurse this 1-0 lead against the Emerald Boys. Lee Boyer and his men regrouping. They will talk things over for the next 2 minutes. So a cooling break with just about 22 minutes left in regular time. Bonaire trying to return the favor to Montserrat. Montserrat defeating Bonaire by a 1-0 on Thursday evening for Montserrat to get his first point. And a yellow card has been given during the cooling break to number 5. Looks to be Doniran Daniels. You will get confirmation. Out by Pourier. And as this time begins to dwindle, Bonaire are more adept to go further and further into a shell to defend this 1-0 lead. White shirts behind the ball. Benjamin dispossessed. Van der Sar. Cecilia. Sunshine can't control it. Bazi can. Spinning. Benjamin's early ball over the top. And Benjamin will do well to take an extra touch and allow his forwards to get into position as Bonaire make their first change. It is the 16-year-old Jafet Vlit, the centre-back. He gave up the penalty against Montserrat in the 46th minute on Thursday evening. He's coming in for the yellow-carded Winkler at right back. West. Bazi, 1v1. Support coming. Looking back inside. Briam. Chipping. But Baez there. The Emerald boys pinning Bonaire into their own defensive third. Early cross. But you have to say, Montserrat not showing any creativity with all this possession in the attacking half. Early crosses from the side has proven to be easy to handle for Bonaire. Free kick for Bonaire, and you can see the high fives and the support starting to spread within the ranks. They have not led on many occasions, Bonaire. They did so against St. Vincent and the Grenadines early in the campaign, but that lead only lasted a few minutes. Goal kick for Montserrat. After this match on November 14th, Montserrat will take on St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Then on the 17th, we'll take on El Salvador to wrap up their Nations League campaign. Bazi slipping it through, beautiful ball, and the cross met by the captain Pure. Bazi cutting across, then the reverse pass to Dyer, and the skipper leading from in front. It's Dyer again. Crossing, and the header. Van der Saan gets in the way. Excellent bit of skill. Can he keep it in? He can. Player goes down. Referee says play on. This kick allows Van der Saan to get his foot onto it, but Briam just lobbing it back into the box. Sonnenschein. The 30-year-old still with legs. Still Sonnenschein. Burst of speed, but West, the 21-year-old, wins the battle. Rogers, early distribution. You can see the urgency by Montserrat now. Out by Pure. Bonaire's next match, November 14th as well, against El Salvador. Then they wrap up against St. Vincent and the Grenadines on the 17th. Out wide, Benjamin. Can he get the better of the youngster Vlit? He does. Crossing, but reinforcements were there. Benjamin again, crossing to the last post, and that was, looks to be either Bazi or Botswain at the back post. Excellent bit of skill by Benjamin. And it's actually Bazi who switched with Benjamin on that left-hand side, who got the cross in, and it was Benjamin who couldn't wrap his foot around it. 15 minutes of regular time remaining. Bonaire hanging on to a 1-0 lead. Cecilia. Van der Sar gets it back. Sun is Shine trying to thread it to Serginho. Bazi. Allen skips one tackle. There are more white shirts waiting for him. Still Allen. Cutting back, looking for options. Top of the box. Van der Sar is everywhere. Wins the tackle. And the referee calls for a free kick, but Van der Sar is asking what happened to the earlier encounter. Free kick for Montserrat. Seems to be a safe distance for Litboya. But the skipper, Lyle Taylor, is eager to go directly at goal from this free kick. Well, he has 13 goals internationally, Lyle Taylor, the man from Chester City in England. And he will desperately want goal number 14 to get his team back in the game. Taylor. Oh, and a foot save by Letboya. It was awkward, but the keeper did the job. Taylor deciding to go to the goalkeeper's side. And an awkward bounce, but Letboya reacted. Cross. And a free kick now for Bonaire. A little bit of pressure relieved from the valve. More substitutions to take place. Bonaire going to the bench, fresh legs. The goal scorer, Cecilia, slowly comes off the pitch. Number 17, Janikson Sargosa, checks in. He plays for SV Uruguay Titans. Forward for a midfielder. Bonaire is starting to think about protecting this lead. Briam. Oh, and a bump in the back by Muller into the back of Botswain. This is actually Martin, who's on a yellow card already, and Botswain can't believe it. That's not a second yellow card. He's completely frustrated. Just barreling into the forward. Can Alex Dyer, the 33 caps, this is 34th cap, come up with some magic? Lofted to the last post. Still the ball bubbles around. Bazi slips. Players go flying. Referee Hodges finally blows the whistle and it goes in Bonaire's direction. Rowenley Martin, slow to get to his feet. Here's Bazi miscontrolling just wrapping his arm around Martin and then shoving him to the ground. Nine minutes remaining in regular time. Bonaire 1, Montserrat 0. Cecilia's goal in the first half, separating the two. Benjamin. Dyer making a run from deep. Cleared away. White shirts getting behind the ball. 20 of the 21 players on the field in Bonaire's half. Briam chipping. Trying to flick it on is Allen. Crossing to the last post. The header. Cleared away by Pourier. Riding the tackle. And the referee calls for a free kick for Bonaire. Serginho, who did not play on Thursday, the number 11 for Bonaire, but he's been so instrumental in creating space for himself and others. Got there first, rode the tackle of Briam, and got the call from the referee. Player goes down, Montserrat. Now get a free kick a little closer to the 18-yard box. And after Taylor tested the goalkeeper, will he do so again? Alex Dyer is behind this one, so too Taylor. Dyer is moving away. Not much of an angle to work with. But Lyle Taylor is interested. Taylor. Ball did its job. Player goes down. And Bonaire just trying to relieve some pressure. Running to the corner flag. Bazi is back there. Rogers. Bazi goes down. Flicked on. Benjamin. Cleared away by Martin. Bazi is injured on the opposite end. And because Montserrat are so desperate to get the ball back in, you can understand Bazi has to be in some bit of pain. Certainly not a time for Montserrat players to be feigning injury. And Lee Boyer immediately goes to his bench. Bazi comes off, and number 19, Josiah Dyer, comes in. Altercation off the ball. Vliet hits the deck, the 16-year-old. Botswain and Vliet. And look at the difference in stature between the two. Briam's throw. Ball bounces, Botswain goes down, and referee calls for a free kick for Bonaire. We're inside the last 5 minutes of regular time. Ball bounced, and looks like Botswain was called for a foul on Vliet. Let Boyer clears this one into the Montserrat half. Van der Sar. Anywhere will do for Bonaire right now. Van der Sar. So good on the ball. The very scenic Arnos Field Sporting Complex in St. Vincent. Site for this Group A League B matchup between the 3rd and 4th teams, Bonaire and Montserrat. The 1st and 2nd teams will be playing right here at 8 p.m. this evening. Braham. Montserrat have themselves a corner kick. Alex Dyer, who else? Kicking into the breeze. And Lee Boyer is off his bench. Head up. And it's going to be a Bonaire goal kick. Let Boyer is going to have to retrieve his own ball. This is Dyer's corner kick to the back post. Headed back across, and Taylor just couldn't redirect his header. Bonaire coach Janga just animated on the sidelines. But when Lee Martin comes off, number 14, Nathan Van der Merneman comes in. Free kick for Montserrat. Van der Sar loses his footing. Braham. Sunnyshine still dispossessing players. Threads it. And it's the substitute. Zaragoza. Zaragoza has a shot straight into the arms of Rogers. Here comes Montserrat on the other end. Looking for options. The cross comes in. Headed out. So Muller concedes the corner. And the Emerald boys are pushing blue shirts forward. What a strike by Zaragoza, but straight into the hands of Rogers. Alex Dyer. Players queuing up for the cross. In swinger. Just over Let Boyer's shoulders. And somehow it misses the last post for a goal kick. 30 seconds of injury time, of regular time. Injury time not decided as yet. Dyer's corner kick, and that's how close it was, nestling into the far post. Four minutes of injury time to be added. That's an eternity for Montserrat. Zaragoza, ball does not stay in play. Intercepted. Bonaire trying to keep possession. They can't. West, the 21-year-old. He goes down, and Van der Sande, the culprit. Now Montserrat will just pump this ball into the 18-yard box. Alex Dyer, of course, coming across to take the set piece. Three minutes remaining. Can Bonaire hold on? Botswain's header. Riding the back of Van der Sande, and Bonaire get a free kick. Letboyer clears this thing as far as he could. Flicked on. Dyer. And Dyer with a wrestling move on Timothy Muller. Free kick for Bonaire. 2 minutes remaining. Bonaire in no hurry. Serginho is there, but it falls for Botswain. Dyer to the corner flag. Cross. Sun is shine. Serginho has support to his right. Slips it through to Zaragoza. Is he onside? Zaragoza! He was offside. Free kick for Montserrat. Cleared away by Briam. Botswain. And Bonaire win a free kick. And they're going to try their very best to try to make it the last sequence in this match. Lee Boyer asking for more time. To the corner flag. 35 seconds remaining. Rogers. West. Striding forward, and the tackle, and it's a long clearance. But the ball boy is there to give Montserrat back the ball. Last 10 seconds of injury time. Chip to the far post. Botswain is there, and so too Letboyer, who began this match with a fantastic save with his feet, and now one with his hands. Can Bonaire be home and dry? Letboyer clears. Referee checks his watch and blows the whistle. Bonaire seek revenge and get revenge against Montserrat. A goal by Ayrton Cecilia in the first half separates these two teams. And now Bonaire crawl out of the cellar of Group A in League B and swap positions with Montserrat. Cecilia's goal did the trick, and Bonaire get all 3 points. They go to 4 points. Montserrat last in Group A with 3 points. The top two teams, St. Vincent, El Salvador, will play at 8 p.m. tonight. But as of now, Bonaire get revenge from Thursday night with a 1-0 win over Montserrat in St. Vincent to move into third position in Group A. Van der Sande so instrumental in the midfield. The young 16-year-old Vlit did a heroic job coming off the bench, and his coach Janga loved his performance. Cecilia in purple getting congratulations, and Bonaire secure all 3 points against Montserrat to move into third in Group A. When we return, we will have full-time highlights We are in scenic Arnos Field Sporting Complex in St. Vincent, the site for Concacaf Nations League Group A League B action between Montserrat and Bonaire. These two teams playing each other for the second time in 3 days. Montserrat 1-0 winners in Montserrat, and Bonaire trying to seek revenge and get themselves out of the last position in Group A. Montserrat started on the front foot with possession, but Bonaire worked their way into the match. And the first goal came through this man, Cecilia. Took on one, gets the ball back luckily, and then the finish past Rogers to give Bonaire a 1-0 lead. Cecilia, the man born in Curacao, representing Bonaire, gets the ball back fortunately, but his finish was calm, cool and collected to give his team that vital lead. Then Alex Dyer, the most experienced player for Montserrat. Richmond denied by Letboyer to keep the score at 1-0. So the first half meant that Bonaire took a 1-0 cushion after 45 minutes into the dressing room. So after a physical first half, seeing 13 fouls going against Bonaire with their physicality and 4 yellow cards, Schoenesein had a snapshot trying to test Rogers from deep. Then Cecilia again, the deflection taking the sting off the ball, allowing Rogers to make the save. Cross to the back post, Botswain denied by Muller. Benjamin, the substitute, making inroads. And a fantastic defensive header from the centre-back. Then Bazi's reverse pass to Dyer. Cleared off the line by Bonaire. Taylor's free kick, and Letboyer using his feet yet again to deny the captain. Zaragoza's shot straight into the hands of Rogers. And that was it for 90 minutes. Bonaire get their revenge against Montserrat, and more importantly, get 3 points to move to 4 points and get out of the cellar of Group A as they swap positions with Montserrat. Well, Bonaire answering the bell and getting 3 points in St. Vincent and getting themselves into 3rd position. Montserrat now go to the bottom of Group A, and they will try to fight off relegation when they return for Concacaf Nations League in November. But for all of us from the broadcast team, my name is Ryan Davis. Thank you for joining us. See you soon.